The front door slammed shut behind them, and Ash leaned back against it, exhaling sharply. "God damn," they muttered, scrubbing a hand through their short, damp hair. "If I have to chase one more asshole through an alley, I swear I'm quitting." Lena tossed her keys on the counter and kicked off her boots with a grunt. "Quitting, huh? Guess I'll just have to handcuff you to the precinct desk to keep you around." Ash shot her a look, the kind that simmered with unspoken things. "You threatening me with a good time, detective?" Lena sauntered over, her blouse half untucked, collar popped from the chaos of the day. She didn't stop until she was right in front of Ash, her hands planting on either side of them against the door, boxing them in. "Maybe I am," she murmured, her breath warm on Ash's neck. "You gonna do something about it?" Ash smirked, sliding their hands around Lena's waist, pulling her close until their bodies were flush. "After the day we had? Yeah, I think I need to blow off a little steam." Lena kissed them hard, teeth clashing just enough to spark heat. Ash's hands wandered lower, gripping Lena's ass through those tight black slacks, tugging her impossibly closer. Lena groaned into their mouths, fingers threading through Ash's hair, tugging at the roots just the way she knew drove them wild. They stumbled through the living room, knocking over a chair on their way to the couch. Ash collapsed into the cushions, pulling Lena down on top of them. Clothes went fast after that. Buttons popped, zippers slid down, and soon there was nothing between them but flushed skin and the tension that had been building all damn day. "You still thinking about quitting?" Lena asked against Ash's throat, her lips dragging slow, deliberate kisses down to their chest. Ash shuddered, their fingers tangling in Lena's hair. "Only if you're coming with me." Lena looked up, grinning wickedly. "Baby, I'll follow you anywhere." And then Lena disappeared lower, her mouth leaving a trail of fire, and Ash stopped talking entirely. The rough day, forgotten. Lena's grin turned downright sinful as she kissed down Ash's chest, her nails dragging lightly over their ribs, leaving goosebumps in her wake. "You gonna be good for me?" she murmured, voice dark and teasing as she nosed along the waistband of their boxer briefs. Ash huffed out a shaky breath, lifting their hips just enough to help her slide them down. "Fuck, baby. After the day we've had, I'm all yours." Lena hummed in satisfaction, tossing the last of the fabric aside before settling between their thighs. Her hands gripped Ash's hips, strong and possessive, like she owned them. And honestly, Ash was more than ready to let her. "Relax," Lena whispered, her lips brushing over the sensitive skin of Ash's inner thigh. "I got you." And she did. Oh, did she? Her tongue dragged slow, lazy circles at first, teasing, tasting, until Ash's hands fisted in the couch cushions, head thrown back with a groan. Lena didn't let up, mouth hot and relentless, working them over like she had all the time in the world. She alternated between sucking just hard enough to make Ash gasp and flattening her tongue to lap them open, steady and thorough. Ash's thighs started to tremble, the pleasure winding tight in their belly, and Lena felt it. Grinned against them, smug as hell, before pinning their hips down with a firm grip. "Don't you dare run from me," she said, voice rough with hunger. Shit, I'm not going anywhere," Ash managed, eyes fluttering, half shut. "Please don't stop." Lena didn't. If anything, she doubled down, fingers sliding up to join the party, pressing inside slow, deep, curling, just right. Ash swore loudly, one arm thrown over their face like it might muffle the raw, desperate sounds spilling out of them. Lena worked them over like she knew every secret button to push, because she did. Fast when Ash needed it, slow when it made them beg, and never letting up until Ash's whole body tensed and they came hard, choking on a broken moan as they bucked against her mouth. Lena didn't move right away, just kept pressing soft, lingering kisses along Ash's thigh while they tried to catch their breath. "Jesus Christ," Ash finally said, dragging a hand down their flushed face. "Marry me?" Lena laughed, low and satisfied. "Ask me again after round 2. Ash cracked one eye open, already grinning. "Baby, if you keep that up, I'll ask you after every damn round." And judging by the way Lena crawled back up their body, kissing them slow and deep, it was pretty clear neither of them planned on stopping anytime soon. 2 days later. Ash stood beside the precinct's evidence board, jaw tight, arms crossed, staring at a series of crime scene photos pinned under the harsh fluorescent lights. Blood spatter, a body in an upscale apartment, no signs of forced entry. It just didn't sit right. Victim's name is Marissa Hale, Lena said, walking in with 2 coffees, handing one over without asking. She always knew exactly how Ash took it. Late 20s, freelance journalist, lived alone. Neighbor found her when she didn't show up for a dinner date. Ash took a long sip. Someone wanted it to look like a clean hit, but there's something off about it. Too sterile. Lena tilted her head, her eyes narrowing as she studied the board. Yeah. You ever seen a hit where the killer wiped down the cat food dish? Ash glanced at her, lips twitching. That's what tipped you off? It's weird, she said with a shrug. Killer cleaned the apartment like they lived there. Ash looked back at the photos, their brow furrowing. Or like they wanted us to think that. Silence stretched between them, thick with shared focus, and something else simmering underneath. The tension from 2 nights ago hadn't faded. If anything, it hummed between them louder now, complicated by long hours, late nights, and the weight of a case that already felt personal in ways neither of them wanted to admit. Lena stepped closer, voice low. You still thinking about that night? Ash didn't look away from the board. Haven't stopped. Lena's hand brushed against theirs, deliberate and brief. Good, because I'm not done with you, Rivera. Ash finally turned to her, their eyes locking. Heat flickered there, but also something sharper. Concern, curiosity. You think this case is going to fuck with us? I think this case is already fucked, Lena replied, her tone flat. But you and me, we're solid, even when we're messy. Ash smirked. Especially when we're messy. Their radios crackled to life, dispatch cutting through the moment. Unit 42, we've got a possible break-in at the Hale residence. Officers requested. Ash clipped the radio to their belt. Guess we're going back to the scene. Lena nodded, finishing her coffee. Let's see what secrets this place is still hiding. As they headed out together, side by side, Lena glanced at Ash, her expression unreadable. You know, she said, sliding into the passenger seat, some couples bond over dinner dates. Ash started the engine. We bond over dead bodies and adrenaline. It's basically the same thing. Lena laughed, and even though murder waited at the end of the drive, it felt good to remember they weren't alone in the chaos. Marissa Hale's apartment, 8:42 p.m. The neighborhood was quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that made Ash's instincts itch. They pulled up in the unmarked cruiser and killed the engine. The lights in Marissa Hale's unit were still on, a single lamp casting a faint yellow glow behind gauzy curtains. No movement inside. Ash unholstered their weapon but kept it low. You ready? Lena gave a tight nod, her hand brushing the grip of her own piece. Always. They moved in silently, the kind of synchronicity only built from years working together, and the kind of intimacy that went deeper than either of them would ever say out loud. The door creaked open, no signs of forced entry again. Ash motioned with 2 fingers. Clear the right, I'll suit the kitchen. Lena moved like a shadow through the living room. Ash stepped lightly over hardwood, shoes barely making a sound as they entered the kitchen, and froze. The cat dish, the one that had been sparkling clean on the night of the murder, it was dirty now, half full of wet food. Ash's heart thudded. Lena, they called quietly. Someone's been here, recently. Lena appeared in the doorway, her expression tight. Bedroom windows unlocked. That wasn't in the original report. Someone's feeding the cat, Ash murmured, and coming in and out like they own the place. Lena stepped further in, scanning the room, which means we might not be alone. A sudden noise came from the hallway behind them. Both turned at once, weapons raised. Nothing. Just the soft click of something falling onto the floor. Ash motioned for Lena to cover them, then stepped forward. A small black object lay in the hallway. A flash drive. They picked it up with gloved fingers. That wasn't there 2 days ago. Lena's brow furrowed. You think the killer came back? Dropped it? Or they want us to find it? They exchanged a look. The flash drive could hold anything. A motive, a warning, a trap. Lena took a breath, stepping in closer. We're in deeper than we thought. Ash looked down at the drive, then back to Lena. You ready to see how far this goes? Lena reached out, resting a hand on Ash's chest just for a second, grounding both of them. Only if you don't try to do it without me. Ash's voice dropped. Wouldn't dream of it. Outside, the street remained silent. Inside, the mystery cracked open wider, and between them, tension, dangerous, electric, and intimate, threatened to explode all over again.